Dear Teacher JB, number 1. Today we are going to study how to use going to, have to in sentences. Going to, have to. Going to, have to is used to talk about things that you have to do in the future. Not now, in the future. It means that you really have no choice. You have to do it. So in order to understand going to, have to, we need to understand be going to first. Be going to is used to express a future intention or plan. We are going to go to the beach this weekend. So this weekend, it is our plan to go to the beach. He is going to college next year or going to go to college next year. She is going to be a doctor. So it is her plan to be a doctor in the future. Intention or plan. We are going to visit our grandmother next week. It is our plan. So this is we are, and then contraction we are. We are going to visit. So after be going to, usually you use base form of the verb. We are going to visit our grandmother next week. I'm going to move to Texas in 2 months. This is my plan. Sam, he is going to buy a Honda tomorrow. So Sam is going to buy a Honda tomorrow. It is his plan. I am going to call you as soon as I get home. So I plan to call you as soon as I get home. So when you say be going to, if the subject is I am going to. You are going to. He, she, it is going to. And then we, you, they are going to. So in a way, this is more like will do. We will go to the beach this weekend, but in this case, we don't use we will because will is more like decision. And then be going to is intention or plan. Now we need to understand have to as well. And I believe you know what have to means. In a way, this is must. Have to has several meanings depending on the context. And then one of them we are studying here is to express that something is required, necessary, or an obligation. You have to follow the rules. Rules are to follow. We have to correct these problems soon or the project will fail. So this is necessary or required or even an obligation. I have to go home early today because my mom is sick. So I must go home and I have to go home. Just almost the same meaning. Children have to do their homework before they watch TV. I have to pay the rent by tomorrow. So again, have to is more like must and is to express that something is required, necessary, or an obligation. Now let us try to understand going to have to. Going to have to is a compound expression of be going to and have to. Here, be going to. After to, you need to use a base form of the verb. And then here, have to verb. I am going to and verb have to see. Another verb, you sometime. I'm going to have to see you sometime. So this one you can say, I will have to see you sometime. So be going to has a meaning of future and have to. I'm going to have to see you sometime. This means the obligation will occur eventually, but not necessarily immediately. It introduces a slight time buffer before the requirement kicks in. So let's take a look at the example. I'm going to have to wake up early tomorrow for an important meeting. I'm going to verb have and have to. And have to verb wake up. I'm going to have to wake up early tomorrow for an important meeting. In this example, the speaker acknowledges the obligation to wake up early, emphasizing that it will happen in the near future. And this is the way you use going to have to in sentences.